Hello and welcome to this quick video overview of creating templates for Conga Sign for Web. To start us out, I am here in Conga Sign settings under the Templates tab. And to begin creating a template, the first thing I'm going to want to do is click this Create New Templates button. Once I click the button, I will be asked to give the template a name. So in this case, I will give it a description of what the template will be. And then once I've given it a name, I'll go ahead and hit Save. So once I've hit Save, I'll be taken into the template creation screen. And it's within the screen that it should look very similar to what you are used to when creating a new transaction ad hoc with Conga Sign for Web. This screen is essentially creating a transaction that can be used over and over again and then saved within a template. So every time a sender uses a template, they have this transaction template to go off of. So any inputs that you have here will be available once they create a new transaction with this template. So to start building it out, the first thing I'm going to want to do is select the documents that will go out for signature. In this case, I'm going to pick this single signer NDA to match my template type. And then I'm going to want to have any recipients that should be involved in a transaction included here. You can see that we already have a user that gets automatically added to these transactions, but in this case, I'm going to want to remove that user and add a placeholder. So when I click Add Recipient, if I hover over the silhouette, you can see that it's set to be a placeholder. And so for this particular template, anytime a transaction gets created, a recipient placeholder will be shown to the sender so they can then input the recipient's information and send out to them for signature. As I scroll down, there are also different settings that I can set for this template. This can be things like language, time zone, or even expiration days. In this case, the expiration days is set to 20, but if I wanted to make changes to that, I could. And once I have all the settings the way that I would like them to be, I can go ahead and hit Next. And within this page, I can begin to add the different tags for my transaction. So as I scroll down in this document, we see that there is a place for the different tags. And so for this template, I'm going to go ahead and start dragging and dropping the different signature tags. So I'll add those tags. We have the signature tag, and then I'll add the name, title, and date as well. And as you could see, it took me a bit of time to get the tags in place exactly as I wanted them to be. But once this template is saved and ready to go, my users won't have to do that. They won't have to click and drag these tags onto the document. They will just be available for them. And so with that, my template is now ready to be done. And all I need to do is return to the template section by clicking this back arrow. Once I'm in the template section, you can see that this single signer NDA that I created is now available. And if I were to go ahead and send out a transaction, for example, I can go to my Sign dashboard. And when I create a new transaction, I can give it a name, and I can also select my template. So under this template dropdown, I have my single signer NDA. I can select that. And once I save it, it will take me to the transaction where I can fill out my placeholder and then send for signature. And so here you can see that that NDA single signer document is available. And then we have the placeholder that is ready for a recipient to be filled out. So for that, I can click recipient and then select who I'd like to send out for signature. And with that, we have taken a look at how you can create and manage templates within Conga Sign for Web.